All right, here we go, guys. This is after we got the top of the intake off, the upper. All right, and I want to show you something. These little brackets, these little things that are held on by number 10s, let me show you. I'm going to put this back for a second. That are held on by number 10s. This is a bracket. You see this bracket? It goes in there. So you take off the number 10, and this one you're going to have to actually loosen that 13 millimeter. I don't know if you can see, but that stud way down there. That way you can pull it out. This one is the same way. When you're doing this stuff, guys, especially if you're new at this, and you know that these bolts came from this side, see this? These are the 210. You put them on this side of the vehicle. Bam, you know that they go right there, okay? All right, and then we had our 8 millimeters that were right here for the uppers. Okay, well, just these ones. And then bam, there's a bracket over here that has 2 more 10 millimeter nuts on it. Now this bracket, I actually had to pull the whole stud out that held on the bracket so I can pull the whole intake this way and up. So going back with this stuff, it's up to you if you want to put this one back. On a customer car, you put it back. On your own car, it's up to you if you want to fight, trying to get your hand down there to get that bolt and all of that. It's up to you. But guys, I'm gonna caution you with this. You need to be very careful when doing this. But you see how my stuff is set to the side over here? You do not want anything over the top up here. Because if you drop one little bolt or one little nut down in there, it's going inside your engine, inside the cylinder, and on top of the piston. You will not get it out. You will be removing the head or heads to do that. So when you do this, when you remove this, you need to come up, out, and very carefully, okay? And then, for a precaution, you always want to throw something over this while you're working here, okay? You're gonna need to do that, is you do not want to drop nothing in there, okay? And so you'll see you got your 8 millimeter bolts holding on your lower intake. 1, 2, 3, and probably another 3. See, 1 back here, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then you'll be able to get down there 5 to get what's going on. But be very careful when you do this, guys. You do not want to drop anything in here. Not a piece of plastic, not a nut, not a bolt, nothing. Sunflower seeds, bubble gum. You don't want to drop nothing in there, okay? Be very careful. Get this down. We'll set it off of the engine so we don't accidentally knock nothing down. Okay? Now normally, when you go back with this, you want to use new intake gaskets. Sometimes I'll silicone them. If it's a friend and I'm hooking up with a budget build, I'll just lay a nice thing of silicone over them, and that will seal them bad boys up. Okay, I'm going to take this off for now. I'll put it back when I'm done. Let me see. Now, let me see if I can pull this off for you guys. Shouldn't take long. Let me see if I can do it. Try to get the camera in some kind of way. Alright, I'm going to try that, guys. Okay? Now, I do have this, but I am going to be doing it very slow. I'm not just going to hammer down on it. You do not want to break any of the plastic, break any of the bolts. Nice and easy till they break loose. Also, you do not want to drop a socket down in there. So if your gun is like mine, you're going to drop a socket, that's bad news. You better keep a good hold on everything you got. Because it would be catastrophic. Take my word for it, I've done it. Okay? And you don't even know till you go start the engine up and you hear clink, 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 clink. And it's just tearing your engine up. So do not drop nothing. Nice and easy. You don't want to break. See that? When I pulled off this, it got caught in my socket. Gotta be very careful. Hitting on this wire. I'm gonna have to move some of the wire for the coil pack. All right. Let me see. I'm just gonna wiggle it a little bit, see if I can. All right, there we go. So now I'm gonna get a flathead because this injector rail held on by these Torx are tied on with it. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna disconnect the injectors. Let's see. Okay, they got little retainer clips in them, so you just get a flathead or something and just kind of help that little retainer clip up. I hate when they do that. You almost got to break them just to get them up. And we got a fuel line back here. Let's disconnect our fuel line. I usually use needle nose. You need to be careful when you're taking the fuel line off these clips because you don't want to break. You just want to easily press them kind of equally so it kind of snaps. Alright, and then you release it. You don't want to break that little green clip. Alright. Alright, since I have a Torx, I'm going to just remove the fuel rails with the fuel injectors. Scattered everywhere. No, it's real small. Loose. There we go. What's up? Oh, not a lot of. How you doing?
What are you doing? Putting the supercharger on it, man?
I wish.
Are these all cop cars, man?
Majority of them.
Yeah, because that one looks like it. That one looks like it. Just by the wheels.
You know what? I sold 5 of those already.
I know. I told you I come by here all the time, and I always sit by here. I told my wife last time, I said, I think he's got a used car lot because I see all the cars with numbers on the prices on the windows.
Yes, sir.
Have you even looked at it?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, I'm going to go to the house. I'm done, man. I dropped it on my box.
Okay.
All over on Milwaukee. But I had 10 of them at the UPS store.
Yeah.
Big, giant, heavy, huge boxes.
Oh, snap.
7 was for one lady and 3 was for a guy. And I don't know why UPS doesn't come pick them up over there. I mean, hell, it's their store,
Yeah.
you know, and it's UPS, and hell, pay me, you know, to drive over there and drop off 10 boxes. And that was my whole load, just about. I only had 28 total.
Oh, that was a nice, easy run then.
Yes, it was really easy. It took me, from when I picked them up to when I got done, an hour and a half. But I drove all the way over here, you know, from the shop, all the way over here with my wife, and dropped off his car, and then drove all the way back to Milwaukee. So it wouldn't have even took me an hour. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna go eat some lunch.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, eat lunch and come back. I'll have it checked out by then.
Okay.
All right. Once I start on this, I gotta do
Yes,
it
you
so
gotta
I
do
don't.
it. Yes, I know.
So about another 10, 15 minutes on this one, and then I can,
Okay.
bam, get on yours.
All right.
All right, sir. All right. So let me see if I can get these fuel rails up. Nice and easy. Come on, baby. Put a couple of these 8mm back down so I can, it won't come up when I start tugging on it. All right, here we go. Pop this bad boy up. Let's get the fuel rails up. And there's O-rings trying to come out of there. We need to make sure that we do not lose those. Okay, there's one fell down. See, blue O-rings. There's still one in here. I want to get it out so I don't lose it. Well, one of the dang injectors, man. Golly. There's a fuel rail. Dang it. Injector stayed in there. I got the injector. Get out of there. Get. I'm gonna have to break these little clips. Which I'm doing. Come on, baby. And they don't want to give them to me. Well, when I get done fighting with this, I'll let you know.